The AH-1Z Viper stands as a modern evolution of a classic attack helicopter design that traces its roots to the original Cobra lineage. It brings together upgraded propulsion, a 4-blade rotor system, and advanced mission systems into a compact and lethal package that is tailored to support marine expeditionary forces on land and at sea. From first glance, the Viper projects an image of purpose and aggression. Its narrow fuselage and stub wings communicate that this aircraft is built around weapons and sensors. Pilots and maintainers alike will tell you that the Viper was designed to be survivable and to keep delivering effects even in contested environments. Twin engines give it redundancy and power, while composite rotor blades reduce vibration and improve handling. The 4-blade design also increases lift and reduces maintenance needs when compared with legacy 2-blade systems. In practical terms, this means the AH-1Z can fly longer patrols, carry a larger weapons load, and react faster to dynamic battlefield conditions. Its weapon suite is deliberately flexible. The turreted 20mm cannon under the nose can be used for precision engagement against light armored threats or for suppressing enemy positions during close air support missions. Rocket pods provide area suppression and the ability to attack soft targets. The Viper also integrates precision-guided munitions such as Hellfire missiles, which allow it to engage armored vehicles and harden points from standoff ranges. For air-to-air defense, the ability to carry short-range missiles like Sidewinders gives it a capability to defend itself or to contest hostile aircraft in the local battlespace. This mix of weapons allows commanders to tailor loads to the mission. When the focus is armored targets, the Viper can field multiple Hellfires and use its sensors to conduct target identification and targeting at night or in marginal weather. When the mission is close air support for dismounted Marines, it can carry a mix of rockets and cannon rounds to provide immediate responsive firepower. The aircraft thrives when it is employed as part of a combined arms team. Integration with ground forces and other aviation assets multiplies its effectiveness. Data links in modern cockpit displays mean that the crew can share targeting information forward to artillery or to other aircraft. The Viper is less about solo heroics and more about being an enabler that increases the lethality and survivability of the whole force. Survivability features are built into the platform from structure to systems. Ballistically tolerant rotor blades and redundant flight controls give it the ability to sustain damage and continue flying. Self-sealing fuel tanks and armor protection help protect the crew in the critical moments after being engaged. The aircraft also carries defensive aids to detect and defeat incoming threats. Infrared signature reduction measures and missile warning systems are part of a layered defense suite meant to improve the chances of returning the crew and the aircraft to base. In modern combat, even marginal increases in survivability can save lives and preserve combat power. The Viper places a heavy emphasis on situational awareness. An advanced target sighting system provides long-range electro-optical and infrared sensors. The pilot and gunner have helmet-mounted cueing to acquire targets quickly simply by looking at them. This pairing of helmet sight and high-fidelity sensors produces short engagement timelines. A crew can identify an enemy vehicle at night and deliver a precision weapon before that vehicle can react. The advantage is not just in night vision but in the ability to operate in degraded weather and to find small targets in complex terrain. Avionics upgrades include glass cockpit displays integrated with mission systems. Navigation and fire control are tightly coupled so that a pilot can focus on tactics while the aircraft handles complex sensor fusion and weapons employment calculations. Modern data links allow the Viper to receive and share targeting tracks with other platforms. This networked capability makes it much more lethal than an isolated helicopter. When employed within a squadron of attack helicopters and supported by reconnaissance assets, it becomes a key node in the kill chain. Handling characteristics are another area where the AH-1Z impresses. It retains the agility expected from a light attack helicopter while providing the stability needed for weapons delivery. Pilots report that the controls are responsive and that the aircraft feels predictable across a broad flight envelope. The increased power margin compared to earlier Cobras means better performance at low altitude and in hot and high conditions. This matters for expeditionary forces operating from small ships or rough forward bases. The ability to carry a heavy weapons load while maintaining maneuverability gives the Viper tactical flexibility. Maintenance and sustainment have been focal points during development and fielding. Composite structures and modular components reduce the time required for scheduled maintenance. Commonality with some Marine Corps avionics and engine components simplifies logistics when operating alongside other rotorcraft. That said, no platform is without drawbacks. The AH-1Z is a high-capable aircraft with complexity that demands trained maintainers and robust supply lines. In austere environments where parts shipments and depot-level maintenance are delayed, the Viper can be affected like any modern aircraft. Training both pilots and maintainers to operate and support the system at peak efficiency is a non-trivial investment. Cost is another factor. Advanced sensors and weapons come at a price, and the per-flight hour cost reflects that complexity. Commanders must balance the value provided by precision and lethality against budget pressures and force structure choices. In some theaters, alternative platforms or unmanned systems may offer complementary approaches that are less costly per hour. Despite these considerations, the operational record for the platform in units that have taken the time to integrate it into doctrine is generally positive. Users praise its day-night capability and the way it nests into combined arms operations. The aircraft performs particularly well in littoral operations where the Marines exploit their amphibious doctrine. The ability to operate from ships or austere expeditionary airfields and to project force inland is central to its role. In a conflict where speed of response and precision are prized, the Viper brings both. When compared to foreign attack helicopters, the AH-1Z occupies a niche defined by interoperability and expeditionary focus. It is not as heavy as some dedicated gunships that carry massive internal fuel and ordnance loads. Nor is it intended to replace multi-role attack aircraft or fast jets. Instead, it complements them by offering persistent presence at lower cost per mission when the threat environment allows rotorcraft operations. For anti-armor missions at close ranges, it can be devastating. For area denial and convoy escort, it provides a visible deterrent and tangible firepower. The human element remains paramount. The AH-1Z is flown by 2 crew members that must coordinate tightly under pressure. Training programs emphasize crew coordination, target identification, and weapons employment. The helmet-mounted sight system is transformational, but it is only as good as the training that supports rapid and accurate target cueing. Night operations increase the cognitive load on both crew members and require disciplined procedures and rehearsal. When crews are well trained, the Viper enables decisive action. Logistics planning must consider the mix of guided munitions, rocket pods, and gun ammunition that will be needed. Precision weapons extend standoff capability, but they cannot be used recklessly. Rules of engagement and identification protocols often constrain the use of guided munitions in complex environments. In urban operations, the Viper may need to rely more on rockets and cannon to shape the battlefield in coordination with ground forces. The artillery and close air support planning cells play a vital role in deciding how to employ the helicopter to avoid collateral damage while still achieving objectives. Looking ahead, the platform is well positioned to integrate future enhancements. Open mission systems and modular sensor bays allow upgrades without wholesale redesign. As sensor technology improves and networking becomes ever more important, the Viper can incorporate new electro-optical sensors, electronic warfare suites, and data link capabilities to stay relevant. There is also potential to integrate unmanned systems into its operating concept. Loyal wingman-style drones could provide reconnaissance or even act as decoys to increase the survivability of the manned helicopter. Combined operations that leverage manned and unmanned aviation will likely be a key area of doctrinal evolution. In terms of doctrine, the AH-1Z is best employed in coordinated packages. Paired with reconnaissance assets and supported by electronic warfare and suppression of enemy air defenses, it can operate with reduced risk. Doctrine emphasizes the role of attack helicopters as enablers of maneuver rather than independent strategic assets. When used to support rapid reaction forces and to provide overwatch for advancing troops, the Viper excels. Commanders must avoid overextending these assets into environments where air superiority is contested without adequate support. The lessons from recent conflicts underscore the danger of employing rotary wing assets without comprehensive planning and suppression of threats. The Viper mitigates those risks through improved sensors and countermeasures, but it does not remove the need for integrated planning. In training environments, the AH-1Z also serves as a modern classroom for developing attack aviation expertise. Simulators replicate the sensor suite and weapon employment profiles, allowing aircrews to train complex scenarios with reduced cost and risk. These training investments pay dividends when crews transition to live firing exercises and actual operations. The cultural fit with Marine Corps expeditionary operations is noteworthy. The aircraft was designed with Marine needs in mind. Its ability to deploy from amphibious ships to provide immediate fire support for Marines ashore aligns with the core focus on rapid response and power projection. This alignment allows doctrine to evolve around the platform rather than forcing the platform to adapt to unrelated missions. In summary, the AH-1Z Viper is a capable and modern attack helicopter that brings significant improvements over older designs in sensors, propulsion, and survivability. It offers flexible weapons options and excellent integration potential with other systems. The costs and logistical demands of operating such a platform are real and must be managed through training and sustainment planning. When employed within a well-planned combined arms construct, the Viper can deliver decisive firepower and persistent presence that improves the outcomes for the forces it supports. For expeditionary forces that need a balance of agility, lethality, and modern sensor capability, the AH-1Z represents a strong choice. Its future relevance will depend on continued investment in sensors, networking, and training, as well as on the evolution of tactics that integrate manned helicopters with unmanned systems and joint assets.